promised you all I was going to make a video about number 30, so here it is. So we have a graph, we have about the origin, so say each graph line is 1 unit, so we have C is 0, 6, A was 2, 4, and B was 3, 6. We connect these. There we go. Let's clear this up. Okay. So we have A, or this is B, A, C. So altitudes go from a vertex to a line created by the other side. And so the altitude here would cross this at a perpendicular angle. So it would go up, it would go like this. See, it's almost perpendicular, at least it was more perpendicular than Ms. Gutierrez's, so I think it'll be acceptable. I actually already know where the thing's going to be, so I'm just going to put the line through there. And so the other side, let's do the altitude containing A, which is perpendicular, so it would be about like this. See, there's like almost perpendicular. So here we can clearly see that the orthocenter is 0, 3. So another thing that you could do it graphing, or you can do it mathematically. So AB, we have A 2, 4, B 3, 6, and C, it was 6, 0, right? Yep. And so we'll do altitude containing C. So the altitude containing C is the first of all, we need to find the perpendicular slope of the slope of the perpendicular line of these two. So we find the slope of line AB. We use the slope formula. 6 minus 4 is equal to what is it? 3 minus 2 is equal to 2, which means that the perpendicular slope, or the slope of the perpendicular line of AB must be -1/2, since it's the opposite reciprocal. And we have a point and we have the slope, so we can use point slope formula. So we can do y is equal to -1/2 x minus 6, and we get the equation y is equal to -1/2 x, that is plus 3. And so now we need to find one more line. We'll do the line containing B. So line containing B, we need to find the slope between these two. We use the slope formula, the slope of the perpendicular line containing these two. So first we need to find the slope of line AC, which we use the slope formula again. So 4 minus 0 is equal to 2 minus 6, which is equal to 4 over -4, which is equal to -1. And since this is already -1, -1 times 1 is equal to -1, which means that the slope containing, or the altitude containing C must be equal to, must have a slope of 1. And knowing that, since it's through B, we have another point and another slope, so we have y minus 6 is equal to, since the slope of this is 1, we don't need to worry, so we can just do x minus 3. and that simplifies to y is equal to x minus 3. And so here we can substitute the equation here, so we have x minus 3. Actually, wait, this is plus because you add 6 on both sides, so x plus 3 is equal to 1/2 x plus 3. And so here we have 0 is equal to 1 and 1/2 x, which means x is equal to 0. And since x equals to 0, we can plug that into this equation here, which means y is also equal to 3. So the correct orthocenter is 0,